One of the common denominators for our children at our 9 Asian Pacific Children's Funds homes is that they all come from extraordinary, extreme poverty. And they come into an environment where they're loved, they're taken care of, all of their needs are met. And in a number of our homes, they even get a small allowance. And so one of the things we are trying to teach our children is that they are really rich. They're rich in the things that count and that so many children out in the third world absolutely do not have. And so we're trying to teach our children that you are fortunate. You have so many things, that blessings that have been provided to you by God above and by generous people from around the world. And so one of the things we're trying to teach our children is to be giving, is to realize that there are poor kids out there, there are street kids out there that really need their help. And so we're teaching our children the principle of giving. And so it's very touching to see our children who have just a little bit, or maybe they've gone out and they've sold plastic bottles on the street or done something to raise a little bit of money. Or they saved their money and maybe they didn't have their snacks in the afternoon that we give them for school, and so they save that money and they have a little jar full of money. And then to see them go out and share those funds, those very limited small funds, with children who are even more impoverished, with children who have nothing. So I think one of the things I'm really excited about our homes is that we are teaching them to be generous, to be giving, and to share from their little. In the Bible, there's the story of the widow's mite, where the poor widow gives everything she has. This is what we see with our children. We're trying to build into our children the concept of generosity and giving to people who are much less fortunate than they are. And it's very, very rewarding to see that with many, not all, but most of our children, they're getting into this and they say, hey, this is really great. And so they'll go out and have parties for kids on the street, and they'll bring things to them, and they'll bring them presents that they bought with their own money. And so I think that's one of the things that is really good that we're teaching our children. And I think it's something that throughout the West, all children should be taught and should understand.